A Max, seu streaming queridinho, veio aqui no seu podcast pra saber. Você curte reality aventureiro ou prefere um conteúdo mais emocionante? Seja lá qual for seu preferido, tem na Max. Os realities que você ama, como Quilos Mortais, agora em versão 100% brasileira. E tem novidade, Sobrevivência Extrema vai ser o seu novo vício pra maratonar. Tem Largados e Pelados, Masterchef, Operação Fronteira e muito mais conteúdo brazuca pra ver. Vida real pra todos os gostos é na Max.
Savage Real talk, no filter on Savage Unfiltered. Savage.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Had an itch, sorry about that. Welcome to the show, guys. For those that are just jumping into the screen here, whether you're viewing me on Rumble or X or the Spotify app, thank you very much for jumping in, because I know you made a choice out of thousands and thousands of podcasters out there. Thank you once again for stopping by Savage Unfiltered. Guys, today's show is being brought to you by Hello Fresh. That's right, guys. America's #1 meal kit ever. HelloFresh delivers the freshest ingredients known to man. They have some of the tastiest food that I ever had. And I'm glad that they're now partnered here with the show, Savage Unfiltered. Scan this QR code, guys, HelloFresh, and you're going to get amazing, amazing results. I love them. HelloFresh. Mwah. Love yous. So back to the show, guys. I want to talk a little bit about taxes, right? Some of us hate them. Some of us are just, we're not so, how can I say it? Thrilled about doing them each year, right? But taxes. Now, I have a story here about my 2023 taxes, and it was a little bit of a headache. I'm not going to lie. Last year was a little bit easier. I can tell you that. But I went to file some taxes about a few weeks ago for TurboTax. And I love TurboTax. I've been using them for years. Really easy software. Basically, you can't fuck up on these taxes, folks. Literally. It's, self-explanatory. They walk right through it, and they show you how to, file it correctly. Again, folks, you have to be a simple idiot to mess up on these taxes. But I was filing the taxes, right? And at the end, I get to a point where it said that, congratulations, we found no issues, right? And you're going to notice why I paused there for a minute. They found no issues. Everything was fine. And I'm like, all right, great. Now just a couple more weeks until they send me my refund, right? Which I always do through direct deposit. So I'm waiting. 2 days go by. And get this. I get an email. Now, in the email, I'm looking to okay, well, maybe it's just an update to let me know what day my taxes will be refunded into my account. And I always do direct deposit. So I'm like, all right, well, okay, now I know what day they're going to, send me my refund. Wasn't like that. In the email, it said we had rejected your 2023 federal taxes. Now, I also had
2 other state returns as well, too, because I had done some work in the state of Georgia, and I also had done some work in the state of South Carolina. So we're going to get to the South Carolina and the Georgia state taxes in a moment. But let's, kind of speak about the federal taxes. Now, my federal taxes were rejected. And the reason for that is because they claimed that I had the Affordable Health Care System, right? The whole Affordable Health Care Act, which is kind of baffling because I did not elect to have affordable health care or Obamacare or whatever the hell they're calling it now. I didn't have that. So I'm questioning myself. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, I didn't have this garbage. Why am I getting audited now through the IRS? So immediately after receiving this email, I get my phone and I call TurboTax. I'm like, guys, they answer. I'm like, guys, what is going on with this audit of an email I'm getting from the IRS? They're like, what do you mean, sir? I said, I'm getting an email from the IRS stating that I have to file my 1099-A, which is a miscellaneous form, to the IRS. I don't have affordable health care. I don't have Obamacare. Why do I have to file this garbage? Because as soon as I file it, they're going to take more taxes off my damn refund. And I'm going to get less money back for my 2023 taxes. We'll have to look into that, sir. We'll have to basically, kind of giving you the short story of it, folks. They're like, we'll get back to you. We'll look into this matter. A couple days later, they look into the matter. They called me back up. I think it was like on Wednesday or Thursday or some stupid shit. And they're like, well, we looked into the matter and it showed that you had 1 month of affordable health care. I said, when? It showed last January of last year. I said, I did not elect Obamacare. I didn't choose to have Obamacare or affordable health care. I have health care. I pay for my health care. I don't get it free from the government. I pay for my health care, through Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's my health care. That health care I pay for. Why am I getting taxed on health care I do not have? They're supposed to take it off. They still had it on. I still had to pay the damn taxes for it. So, I mean, this is becoming a headache. Literally a taxed headache throughout this entire scenario. So I still had to pay the taxes for health care that I don't have. I don't have affordable health care. I have health care through Blue Cross Blue Shield, not Obamacare or Medicare or whatever the hell they use. I know it's Medicare or Medicaid. I don't have that garbage. I have real insurance that I pay for every month. So they took $350 off my taxes. $350 off my taxes. I'm still dealing with it, by the way. Now, just the federal was rejected. So when they reject the federal, then they also reject the state taxes and the state refunds if you had to file, if you live in a state that has state taxes. Which I live in Florida, folks, but I was doing some work temporarily in the state of Georgia and in South Carolina, so I had to pay state taxes there. You know, so I still had that rejected because what they do is they combined, you know, all three, or it was more than that. Now that I think of it, so 2 state taxes, South Carolina, Georgia, and then 3 federals that I had to file for Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida. There's no state tax in Florida. So both those state refunds and then the 3 federal refunds, all of them were rejected until I had to fix this issue. And I did. I fixed it. Because I did not have Obamacare in that month. Now it's kind of weird because even though I fixed it and I elected the option that I didn't have the affordable health care, they still took out the $350. So my question is, where the hell is that money going to? Where is it going to? I didn't have that healthcare system. Even though I fixed it and I did not have affordable healthcare, they still took out the $350. Where did that money go? Where did the money go? For all I know, it could have went into some type of federal account for welfare recipients. Just making assumptions here. I don't have, God knows where it went. It's my money. You want to question that, don't you, folks? Really? Before I get any further, guys, want to thank MeUndies for sponsoring the show. Now going on a year now, so thank you very much. Hat tip to you guys. At MeUndies, they're all about one thing: making the basics the best basics in town, so you can feel and be that man or woman in your community. If you're wearing underwear, folks, that give you really, really, really bad jock itch, for all my guys out there, get rid of the Walmart junk, get rid of the Target crap, throw that shit out the window. Scan the QR code today, guys. Grab yourself a pair of MeUndies, and the jock itch goes away magically. Not only for men, but they do have women products as well too. For all the women out there that complain about the irritation lines, right? Bad pair of panties or thongs and rides up the ass too much. Grab yourself some MeUndies, guys. You're really going to thank me later. I have about, maybe 30 pairs already of MeUndies. I love them. I'm starting to buy more and more each month. As in, I'm buying more, I'm throwing out the old pair of Chinese underwear that I would normally buy at Walmart or Target. And I'm buying American products by American people. MeUndies.com, guys. Check them out today. Amazing, amazing stuff. Back to the show. So we're talking about this tax headache. Taxes and headaches. That's what I'm calling this show today. Because that's what you're seeing, folks. Taxes and headaches with millions of people, such as myself, filing their taxes and running into stupid scenarios like this. Crazy, crazy nonsense. So you guys are probably wondering what happened with the rep from TurboTax. Well, they got back to me a few days later. And she was like, we looked into it, sir, and it showed that there was a mistake by the IRS and a mistake through the Affordable Health Care system that they said that you elected health care for 1 month and then it was basically terminated after the month of January. I'm like, okay, go on. once it was terminated, the rest of the months shown in 2023 were shown 0.00, meaning that I did not have a plan nor any affiliation with the affordable healthcare system, Obamacare, Medicaid, Medicare, all that stuff. I said I never signed up to begin with. Well, they fixed the issue, but yet alone, they still took out the $350. Folks, what I'm going to say here as I close up this show here on Savage Cut, which for those guys, if you are interested in listening to these short episodes, I usually try to keep them between 10 to 20 minutes in length for the short listener, right? The listeners that like listening to short episodes. Because not everybody likes listening to a 60-minute episode, folks. I get it. The attention span sometimes sucks today. I get it. So, as I close up, here's my view on it. Why are we still being taxed on shit that we don't have? Why are we being taxed on stuff that we never signed up for to begin with? And where the fuck is this money going to? That is my answer. I think we deserve to know. Guys, thanks very much for dropping into the show today, and be savaged, not average, guys. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week.